I generally prefer not to share too much about my stalker, but for the purposes of this video, I believe it's important to disclose that he is a black man. I struggled for years with minimizing, excusing, and ignoring my stalker's behavior for multiple reasons. One of them was that if I reported the pursuits, society might demonize him, and I did not want to play a part in having the criminal justice system send a person I knew had a mental illness into a system that would make his life and possibly his stalking behavior worse and not help him receive proper treatment. There has long been a discussion within the Black community about feeling pressured into maintaining privacy and secrecy, even when there is a risk of harm.
In the Black community, oftentimes we are trained to protect Black men based on the history of incarceration and slavery in this country. And so the last thing we are told is call the police.
If it's in your family or if it's in the community, in the neighborhood, you don't want to get people in trouble. So many Black women in particular do not report sexual violence and sexual harassment because of our long history with law enforcement.
We're all socialized to understand the vulnerability that Black men have in terms of being over-policed. We all know that, and we all are in this together. So to say that you're a victim of sexual assault when it's a Black man who does it, you're the one who's seen as somehow harming the community, when in fact, the person who violates you is the person who has broken ranks and who has committed a deeply traumatizing act that breaks us apart.
As a mixed-race woman, navigating these spaces has been complicated.
At that time, I was called mulatto a lot. It's just a strange thing. Being mixed or biracial or triracial, you were on your own. On your own.
I remember one instance which took place years into my stalking pursuits when I was speaking to a friend, telling them about an incident when my stalker had shown up at my home again. Unfortunately, my fears were realized. My friend was upset with me for having called the police to report the incident. This heightened my struggle with my decision for a long time.
We are taught no snitching. We're taught to suppress violence and abuse. And so that gives abusers space to thrive.
I asked myself questions like, had I done the right thing trying to protect myself and my family, or was I a traitor as my friend seemed to indicate? I do believe I handled the situation the best way I could for myself, my family, and my community. I did the best thing for our safety, given what we knew of our legal options, as well as for the safeguarding of our mental and physical health. I truly believe we need to have open and honest dialogue about these issues. I wish there had been more compassion and understanding about the racial tension and the physical and mental health concerns that played a part during the years of stalking pursuits that I faced. I hope to continue these conversations going forward. I am glad to have this opportunity to share some of these thoughts. I hope we have a chance to continue this conversation in future videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.